Greetings, this is Rita Mitra, coming to you with another Critical Role reaction. Tonight we return to Campaign 3 with this 26th episode. We'll pick it up from last week, where they were on the trail of... Excuse me. Hard to keep the name of... track of all the names. Nope. Hang on. Oh, yes, they're on the trail of Montressy. They have learned that he has pawned his prized ring, which, in actuality, though he didn't actually know at the time, was not his ring, but a duplicate with a tracking enchantment on it. And after I forget exactly where they are, and if they're going to try to find, if they're going to have like Ashton try to join the mercenary group. It's a crawl game. Basically, the mercenary group / crawler gang that works for him, Paragon's Call. After Burns earns scouting for a disguised while she was wild shaped as a Koopa, which was as adorable as it was hysterical. So, I'll just let them explain. They do the better recaps. What they won't do, which I need to do, which they of course can't, but I do, is inform you that I do not own nor am I associated with Critical Role, its YouTube or Twitch channels, or any other online presence it may have. I am just a fan sharing with other fans. Okay, with that, okay, with the visual sway, let's see, what else do I need to talk? Oh yeah, I will let you know that, I do have, I've recently started to work, trying to write stuff, basically organizing ideas and stuff for my, I call it D&D style Transformers game, Transformers Roll for it. Okay. Someone's really got to make a D&D location called the Business Labyrinth. It could even be like a temple labyrinth. But anyway, yeah. If you have any, do you have any suggestions you might like to see in a Transformers-based game? Please leave your suggestions in the comment section. Oh, I should both point out this will be part 1. It's up in the air whether or not I will record part 2 immediately after this, or if I shall just record it in the morning. Oh, and if you're watching this as it right after it has been after it becomes published, then check into it in to see whether part 2 is released yet. Oh, and don't forget to like, and you haven't already, subscribe. Alright, and anything else? I can't think of anything else, so we just wait. I also, due to the time, I also have to be having my dinner now. No, that's now I think it's been like well over a month since we're there. No wonder I can't believe it. Considering the way getting. That's of course Gilmore, and I guess his new boyfriend. Ever. Okay. Oh, if you would like to see one with less talking stuff, in case you didn't hear anything, like I make a comment at that time, which you have, as some people have pointed out, I had to. Well, I would suggest you also watch the check out on Monday. Check out the official Critical Role YouTube channel for their uncommentaried one. Oh, if you subscribe while you comment there, also try to leave suggestions for a another campaign, like maybe Exandria Unlimited, that takes place during the events of the actual, not just the beginning, but or maybe even a spin-off campaign, full spin-off. But I'll let you decide. Well, and please ponder while we enter tonight's episode of Critical Role.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Critical Role, where a bunch of us nerdy-ass voice actors sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons. That one.
Uh-oh.
Before we jump into
what's Sam up to now?
Announcements to get through, beginning with our first sponsorship
Sam up to this time?
Ashley will be here. She's just running a few minutes late. In the meantime, I guess, Sam, if you want to kick it off for our first sponsor, Shopify, I guess?
Shopify, yes. Shopify, a fantastic service that our own company, Critical Role, has actually used a bunch. Mm-hmm. Shopify offers an easy-to-use, all-in-one commerce platform for anyone, regardless of technical ability or experience, to start, grow, and manage a business. It lets you sell online, in person, and on all major social platforms. Now, everyone knows, above all else, I'm an entrepreneur. and I've recently launched my own small business called My Johnson. Using Shopify, I built an online store quickly.
That's the reference. We all know what's in the
access a
box.
suite of products all based on customizable photographs of Ashley Johnson.
Oh no.
Like the My Johnson custom tee.
Oh
evil.
Why?
Or the My Johnson mug.
Why?
Or the I Johnson. It's an iPhone case that's Ashley Johnson's face.
Oh my God, it's happening.
I want it.
I
Shopify
sent him
supports
a
businesses
shirt
like
with
mine.
something similar with only
Okay,
history.
like mine, along the entire journey from first sale to full scale. And speaking of full scale, My Johnson's most amazing product is none other than a life-size version of Ashley Johnson. Pull it. Oh, hey.
Okay.
Ashley, where are you? She's supposed to be in the box,
Did I open
but she
it
wasn't.
more?
Yeah, maybe she's on the other side or something. What?
Well done.
Are you looking for the perfect pie to smash into Sam Riegel's dumb face? Well, check out my new online
Maybe.
store, Rigel Revenge Pastries, powered by Shopify. You gonna hawk any more cute little mugs, Regal?
No, thank
or
you.
should I show off RRP's new spicy meat pie
Raw.
special?
No, thank you. I'm good.
Do it.
I thought so.
I can't see it.
If you want to start a business today, go to shopify.com/critical to start a 14-day free trial. Check it out. Matt, back to you.
The link Sam will go to Brad.
Is it good or is it
It's-
cheesy cream?
The first one was cool, but this is
Trying to stand with me.
That's definitely shaving cream.
Why did you just shaving cream in my mouth? That's so hard. Shaving cream in my mouth.
Are you just crying? And shaving cream in your eyes?
Yeah, it's okay. Santa, what did you get me for Christmas? Continue with announcements.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Are you okay? Your eyes are tearing.
Seriously, go wash that out of your face right now. Go, Sam.
Go wash
Other
up.
announcements.
How did you become my sleep paralysis demon? Like, I am hating this. All right, this episode is also sponsored by.
Because I wasn't immediately bad.
No.
Yeah.
Hold for the next sponsor.
Sponsor. No, keep going.
The second slow pie was kind of like the Saving Private Ryan, like shh,
I
shh,
couldn't
like,
decide if I wanted to do it or not.
no, it was good. It was
Go to
just
sleep.
yeah, it really was. This episode is also sponsored by our friends at Hit Point Press and their brand new Humblewood Tales, a 5e companion book to the Humblewood campaign setting with expanded lore to the everyday happenings and events around the mystical tree city, Alderheart. And that's the end of it. 5 new adventures. 5 new adventures. Have you encounter pirate mercenaries? Have you encounter pirate mercenaries? Face off against the Slime King and take on the Amaranthine Kren in a nightmarish dreamscape. The 200-page book has everything you need to play, including pre-made characters, bestiary, and more. And it is available in a handful of different versions at cr.humblewoodtales.com. Thank you so much for supporting the show. There we go. We are.
Oh,
Wow. We get worse at this every week.
Well, you got an excuse this week.
Yeah, well, you try to
Fair
be fresh, Dan.
The
You're
show has its own built-in planned obsolescence.
Marisha, you're up.
Next Tuesday, July 12th at 7 p.m. Pacific, we are going to have the whole cast of Exandria Unlimited Calamity coming back for a special wrap-up.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
I'll be.
This
I will
is,
be doing
by
next to that.
popular demand. We heard you, audience. We heard you wanted more info on all the drams. And so we're giving it to you.
And some Lou Wilson, please.
And Lou Wilson. So,
Love that, Lou.
Love that, Lou.
so tune in if you want all the deep dive and the informations on Calamity.
Woo.
Yeah,
Thank you, Marisha.
I will.
We are excited to announce our first collaboration with the fine folks at Hold on, I'm looking for the box. Razor. We teamed up to create a myriad of designs inspired by Bell's Hells as part of Razor Customs.
We're real gamers
Now
now.
you can personalize your Orochi V2 mouse and Gigantus V2 mouse mat in sizes medium, large, and extra large with patterns by Grace Barrios, or go big with a large, fully illustrated mouse mat by Kendra Wells. Check it out. But also, everybody hold up your stuff because they're really freaking cool. These are all custom designs.
Chisels on my wow.
Yeah. So these are the smalls, or these are the mediums, and then those are the extra
Still need to
larges.
update.
We don't have the large here, but
Not
like a
like
gym.
3-party logo.
Like a
in
fresh
the
one.
best
Like
way,
a
not
fresh
like
name.
a gross gym, a
gross
new
gym,
gym.
like the
Stuck on
floor of a fresh
helmet.
And then wait, did
Bells
anybody hold up
Wars?
the mouse? Because here's a mouse.
Oh, yeah.
Learn more! Check out these awesome things. Learn more about this amazing collaboration and start customizing today by visiting rzr.to/critical-role. Exclamation point? I don't think that's part of it.
You got it. You got it, Laura. You did it. You did it.
So,
You're safe.
in
You're
case
safe.
you missed it, Beauty of Exandria, The Wilds. Water bottle.
Yeah.
Art also by Grace
What about
Scarios. And it's beautiful, and it's got
But
this, which you can also use as
I don't
like
like
just
it
an
enough
extra
to
little
actually
thing,
buy.
dangle anywhere you want it to.
Anywhere you want.
Anywhere. Drink your water.
How about the
Consume.
new clothing stuff?
I'm done.
Awesome. Thank you, Laura.
Nice.
Yay! Also, the mice come with a battery.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. They
never give you batteries
never give
anymore.
you come with a battery.
Are the plural of computer mouses mice?
Hello.
Mice.
Isn't it?
Feces.
I hate nieces to pieces.
I should call my niece in a while.
should do that. All right.
Okay.
With that, our well-oiled machine of professionals, I think, have finished our intro. Let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode of
So,
Critical Role.
yeah, back to the new. Interesting. Hey guys, spot a new beat log.
One by one we climb until we reach the top. Two by
Guys,
two we
Laura,
fall.
of course.
Will we meet our end or meet our destiny? Hold your breath and roll. It's Thursday night. All ye critters, come join us. It's time to continue our flight. There is magic and mystery.
Yeah,
Who knows what will happen?
The crystal thing. And the little thing.
Things for sure. We never give up on the fight.
Right.
From the healer to the renegade, we all share the same goal. Adding more allies, taking more chances. Hold your breath and roll.
You can certainly try.
It's Thursday night. All ye critters, come join us. It's time to continue our flight. There is magic and mystery. From darkness, our friendship will rise. But one thing's for sure, we never give up on the fight. Oh, get ready. It's Thursday night.
Apologies for the bleeding ears from having to hear me sing.
And welcome back. So, last we left off, Bell's Hells had been hot on the tail of Armand Tresci, who had escaped southeast from the city of Drusar and vanished into the Hellcatch Valley. Tips that had been given via the network of aligned individuals to Eshtaros said that he had gone towards Basiris, where his alliances with the Paragon's Call would likely lead him to some sort of protection. Utilizing the enchanted ring that you had placed upon his finger, you head that way and quickly discovered the ring had been pawned off. Leaving the trail cold, however, you did discover the Seat of Despair, the stronghold of which the Paragon's Call resides within the city, and figure that he's likely, possibly within there. You acquired the ring back and had forged a plan that involved some elements of practiced forgery to try and draw him out, or at least confirm his location within. You had wandered and staked out the exterior and grounds of the Seat of Despair. You went forward with a few different ideas, tossed around some plans. You had a brief encounter at the Taste of Taldore, a wonderful themed tavern and experience here in the city of Bassaris. You acquired some merch, some keepsakes. You got an oven mitt, I think. It's been great.
No, that was the oven mitt and the pencil were gifts for Imogen.
That's what it was.
I rapid fire got a couple of choice swords.
That's what it was, yes.
I still have.
There was no
Indeed.
T-shirt?
You know, he did give me. I got a White Stone is for Lovers T-shirt.
Yep. Yep.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
Stop it.
Also,
Why is
DM,
the...
was it Seat of Despair or Disdain?
I don't
Sorry,
remember him
disdain.
wearing
That
that
was,
before.
that was my
Wait,
brain having a fart.
Which
What?
scene?
Disdain.
What?
There it is.
Sam,
These
what?
stains.
These things.
But you've been traveling with an individual that you encountered when you came to the city, Dusk, an individual from the Fey realm like Fern, who seemed to be having a series of blocks in their memory, but an interesting connection to Fern's past as well. You've taken them under your wing, and as you ventured away from the Seat of Disdain, back towards the Raha Den for a night's rest, that was where we left off. So, after you've attempted and completed what you feel is a solid forgery for the intent of the following day, you've all gone back up to your rooms. Is there any business before the night comes to a close? Very well.
Yep, no, doesn't seem like it.
Okay.
We're gonna, like, we'll take first watch.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we should have a watch.
We should definitely watch.
We are in.
I can
At a
take...
hotel?
We're in like a yurt.
Yeah,
but
but didn't we take
It's
one?
on fabric on the walls.
Is this where we were Is this not where we were
This is where we stayed
That
before.
bird could come right through the
Don't you dare.
tent flaps.
Yeah. Well, I can take first watch.
All right.
Yes. Would you help me? Yeah. Okay. All right. So, okay, I have so many questions, and what were you doing with Birdie and Ollie?
Well, they found me wandering around in the Feywild. You know what it's like there with all the lights, and you just follow one, and it's so beautiful, and then there's another one, and you gotta go over there to that one, and it goes on that way, and there's no real day or night cycles, and you just kind of wander, and I could have been wandering forever.
I know how that goes. Sometimes you're like, I don't know if it's been 10 minutes or 3 years.
Yeah. And so things, I feel like now, are a little unstuck for me in time. You know?
Like it feels more... I feel like time makes a little bit more sense here.
Do you like being here? You know?
Yes, I do.
Why?
I think just because it's so different. And I love all the trinkets of things that they have here that really don't make any sense. But I like to collect things from here, and I really like this whole group that I'm with. They're really, really wonderful. And I feel like I've learned a lot, and something that I do feel like is really different here is it seems like I feel a little more. Does that make any sense?
It's funny that you should say that, because I feel it's the exact opposite. I feel like things here are so controlled that everybody doesn't say what they mean, and that they have to put boundless concepts into tiny little neat packages. Whereas in the Feywild, well, wild.
It's wild.
And things are gooey there.
Yeah. Yeah. I miss it. I do miss that a lot.
Don't you feel like they put you in little boxes here?
Yeah. I think there are definitely different rules here. And sometimes I kind of like it, though, because I know what not to do. If that makes any sense. Like here, sometimes when I want to keep a trinket, I sometimes will feel bad. And I don't know what that means. Like I'm doing something wrong.
Maybe. Or maybe it's just
Rules.
the weird boundaries that they've set up that tell you that it's wrong.
So how do you live life here then? You don't have any... You don't live in this world's box?
No. No, I don't think I do. Should I? Should I want to?
No. I think if it's something that you don't feel, then you should do what you want to do.
We should find a way back sometime.
I would love that. I really do miss it. And I would love to show everybody my home and...
Do you think they'd want to come too? Even if it meant that maybe they might leave things behind? Families, times, identities.
I guess I didn't think about that.
Sorry, I didn't mean
No,
to get too serious.
It's fine. Can you tell me about Birdie and Ollie?
I think they might have been in trouble out there.
Oh, but they were...
They really wanted to come out this way, out into this realm.
Well, they left because they were saving the world, which you probably knew that.
I didn't.
It's what my grandmother told me, which is why they had to leave. Because they were on a very important mission to save this world. So I know that they wouldn't have stayed gone this long if it wasn't important.
Huh. I mean, that's a surprise to me. They didn't really ever talk to me about, grand plans. But then again, I don't know how much time we actually spent with each other. It was enough that, well, I felt like they were family.
Oh. That's so nice.
Yeah.
I'm kind of nervous to meet them. I feel like I don't know them at all.
Well, if you get to meet them new again for the first time, I mean, that's kind of exciting, isn't it? A fresh slate.
Yeah, fresh slate. Is there anything I should say or...
Just be yourself.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure they'll be very happy to see you.
Yeah. I think they will be. I think they will be.
I know they will be.
Yeah. This is just so unbelievable that we ran into each other and...
I feel like it was destiny.
I do too. I do too.
If I was different before my trip to the Feywild, before coming here, like, do you think I'd still be getting on like this. I mean, like you said, you haven't seen your parents in 90 years, and that you're scared of what to do and how to act and who to be. But I don't know who I was back then, even necessarily when I met them before, so maybe they won't like me like this now either.
I just don't see how that could be possible. I mean, we've only known you for a day or so, but I think you're wonderful.
I think you're wonderful. I think you're brave, and that you don't belong in the little boxes that people are gonna try and put you in.
I don't either. I don't want to... I certainly don't want to live life in a box. That feels... small.
And people like you aren't meant to be small.
What do you mean you don't know if you were different before this?
I don't really have memories from before the Feywild, or even much in the Feywild. So, you know, I could have been anybody.
Yeah, sometimes when I think about when I was there, I have wonderful memories. But sometimes I feel like I'm different when I'm there too. But I don't know how to really explain that. Yeah, there's a lot of questions around that place, and I didn't realize it was so, I guess, different until I came here.
I guess in the end that no matter what, you're always going to be you. You know?
Yeah.
It's like that ship of that adventure, right? Even if there's like different parts that make it up or different memories, you're always you.
How do you feel like you started living life outside of the box? Did you just start doing what you wanted?
Yeah, I think that the Feywild encourages that.
Maybe I should start doing what I want now.
I think you should.
Now?
Please, no. Yeah.
Now?
What does that look like?
Dark Galadriel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Last day.
I think you've inspired me, and you've encouraged me, and I am so happy that we met you.
I'm so happy that we met you too.
It's kind of like we're family a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna go get some rest.
Get some rest. I'll wake up the others for the next watch.
Awesome.
But thank you for talking with me.
No, thank you.
We were all murdered in our sleep.
Yeah, nobody was watching.
Okay. What?
Yeah, sounds like choking.
While you guys finish your watch, if I could have everybody except for Erica leave the table.
Is this the first one of these this campaign?
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh.
Wait, did you guys do this before?
No, that's before.
Other campaigns.
That's fine.
Please be careful.
Please
be careful.
Really are doing this.
Let me get some water in my...
Go out into the hall.
Go out in the hall.
Oh, shit.
How dare.
Goodbye, friends.
Okay, and as you step away from the conversation, kind of gently flicking the dark metallic ring on your finger, here in the still, silent night, you feel that familiar, cold, creeping sense, like mythic tendrils reaching beyond layers and layers of time. You feel a presence creep into the back of your mind. A voice exhales. And you immediately remember the familiar voice of the Sorrow Lord Zethuda, bearer of the lightless flame and grove captain of the Unseelie Court.
You. I wait in prickly silence for your report.
My lord, you know that good work takes time.
Have you located the Moontide Crown? Oh. Have you dealt with the Callaways?
Are you aware that there is a daughter?
Go on.
She's been living here in the mortal realm for who knows how long. And these beautiful idiots that she keeps company with have led me right to the Callaways. So I could succeed where all of my rivals could not.
Don't think you're the only one still on this job.
Yes, but I'm the only one that's gotten success, that has results.
Yeah, the chat's going nuts.
And is the prettiest.
I see no results yet. And your dalliance in this mortal realm slows you with distraction and weakness. I hope that I wasn't wrong in entrusting you with this task.
Come on, my lord. There's so much to explore out here. Have you ever had a rumble?
Samanar grows impatient. You will not fail me, lest I find better use for you in one of your mirrors. Now, if you're this close,
it's coming.
I expect the crown soon.
You will have it, my lord. I will end the Callaway line.
Very good.
You feel the tethers release. That cold sense in the back of your throat gives way.
I checked the ring. It still points to the room next door.
Still tugs gently in the direction of Fern Calloway.
There's a momentary flicker. A riot of color passes over my face, and then it's gone. And I lie down to sleep.
Very well. We can summon the rest of the folks back in if you don't mind.
Holy
Thank you.
Get back in here! Come on!
Long walk. Long walk.
That's okay. Welcome back.
Oh no, you have a sad face.
I'm fine!
Oh no, what happened?
It's fine! Nothing happened!
You're alive? How many hit points you have?
Fine.
Oh no.
Did you get assassined?
I'm fine.
Anything happened to you?
Did you have a nightmare? Some people have nightmares.
Did you barf water?
Did I?
Barf.
I do an insight check.
Anybody doing any other specifics to the night's rest? Or should we progress?
Good for me.
I'm just sharpening my blade.
Okay.
I'm staring.
I'm just gonna watch. If we're taking a watch, I'm just gonna watch you do that.
Okay.
I'm watching both
Do
of
we
them.
need to take watches? I'm assuming from.
Well, yeah, there's a bird out there that's hunting F.C.G.
I feel like we can take him.
I would like to get up for a solo watch at the end, unless anyone objects.
Well, for a
I'm
brief
Jack
moment,
Norris.
before we get to your final solo walk.
Yeah.
Imogen.
No, what?
Everyone leave.
No.
Dream journal.
You find yourself once again standing in the familiar field, but the greens of the grass that normally greet you have already passed. There is no looming storm in the distance. You stand within it already. You see the darkened clouds above, the red hues already consuming all but a brief glimmer of blue in the distance, the dark shadow of the farmhouse, barely visible at the cusp of the right end of your vision. You hear the echoing sound of your mother once more. Run! What do you do?
Run. Run.
I start spinning around. Do I see that figure that I saw before the last time I was here?
You glance back around in the opposite direction of the farmhouse, and indeed, you see again the figure. You kind of focus in, looking through the bits of sand and dust and debris that blow past, and you can see the shape. Lithe, built, hard to discern where on the specter of gender it may lie, but you're almost certain it's feminine when you take more time to focus.
Mother?
The figure takes a step towards you.
Who are you?
It takes another step, and you begin to see emerging from the dust around it other figures, roughly the same height. You see amongst the kind of darkened leather armor a bit of short gray hair that just kind of pushes to one side and ends outward to the left. Dark eyes like a bird of prey looking towards you.
Does it look familiar at all?
No.
Run!
What's their expression like?
Hard, focused, and a slight curl into a grin as a voice enters your mind. Hello. How interesting.
Who are you? I say back.
Who are we? And as the other figures step up, you can see more and more of them, and more, dozens and dozens, wearing dark gray and black leather armor, all masks over their face except for the one central commander-type figure standing towards you. As they all at once rush towards you, the wind picks up around you, and you wake up. As you come to consciousness, breathing, there's the faint opening across the various bits of cloth that maintain the exterior of this soft Raha Den outer wall. And there you can see the stars beyond, but a faint orangish hue that marks the sky.
What? What do you mean orangish hue marks the sky? Does it mean, can I look out the window? Can I look out the window?
Yeah. You step up and carefully approach where the kind of flapping bits of sail-like material and fabric give way to the night sky and the horizon views of the Hellcatch. You can see the tops of the numerous buildings, the beautiful, chaotic, haphazard skyline of Bassaris. And there above, you can see Catha just finishing its descent across the way into the mountain range. And above, you can see the ruddy moon Ruidus on its daily rotations, growing closer towards its zenith. But where it normally sits in a dull brownish red coloration, here it is vibrant red. It's flaring. And it's at this moment you notice many others in the street are all kind of stopped and looking up towards it. These rare occasions. And just in that moment, the flare vanishes, and it fades back to its calm, ominous, red-maroon hue.
Can I go over? Is everybody else asleep?
I'd say
sharpening my blade.
You would be up sharpening your blades.
Can you draw?
Sure. Yeah.
Can I grab Ludna's notebook that I know she keeps with her and hand it over to you, and I start describing the face that I saw in my dream.
I have a dream journal chapter.
Oh, great. Well, I flip to that then. Sure. This was in your dream?
Yeah.
Shoot, I should have been there for it. I still feel like I can glean something. But anyway, describe before it wears off.
Gosh, it was a figure. They had gray hair over to the side. And then I described what they look like. Was it like sharp features?
Sharp features. Now that you recall, just roll a perception check for me. Like we'll say, kind of like recalling the details that you could pull from this dream.
No.
Just knowing how stressed out you are, I'm gonna cast calm emotions on you.
Okay.
Just to sort of settle you, and then also I'll hit you with a guidance.
Well, this technically would be recollection of the dream, so the guidance wouldn't help with the perception.
Okay, well, I'll
But good
still
looking.
calm you so you can focus.
Oh, 11. Perception?
Yes.
11.
11. In the midst of the storm, you couldn't pick out too fine of features. There was something. They seemed sharp. The chin came to a point,
I'm
almost
just
like a
pointing out,
heart-shaped
those were the rudest
face.
born.
Feature-wise, you just remember the eyes being dark and cold and piercing, like a predatory creature about to pounce.
Do I remember their armor?
Remember, the armor was dark shades of leather, blacks and grays, and
Sharp
everything.
points, or was it just
Form-fitting, very, very tight to the body. Definitely designed for movement.
Tell you all of that.
I do my best to get it down to paper.
Does it look like what I saw?
I think the world's not new rudest born.
I'll say, go ahead and roll. I'll let you choose either a standard dexterity check or a performance check. Your choice.
Are you dexterous at all?
I'll do performance.
With
Can I
his
guide
knife
myself?
hands.
Yeah, you can.
I pictured him like a 3D print, like a
Sure. Dot matrix.
Dot matrix, exactly. Just to tear the edges off when he's done.
All right, here goes.
Oh no.
13.
13. It looks like a woman.
Which is good because I don't think I told you woman.
We'll say
Okay.
the details as you convey them best you can.
Okay.
It leans to be more feminine form.
Okay,
You definitely get the kind of shape close, the hair a little bit. It's kind of vague and sketchy, not super detailed, unfortunately.
Used this hand, but it's got a blade on it, so I was drawing
No, it's fine,
left-handed.
it's fine.
No, I'm sorry.
This is pretty good. I mean, it looks like a dream person, right?
I'm so sorry. I wasn't. I didn't notice. I've been watching you while you sleep, not in a creepy way, but trying to be ready so that I could. I feel like I can connect with you while you're in a dream and maybe see what you see.
You think you could do that?
I do, but how do I time it? Right?
I have no idea. The moon was flaring right when I woke up.
In your dream?
I was in the flare, and then when I woke up, the sky was still orange.
You recall something interesting. When you noticed it in the sky, you felt drawn towards it. You didn't will yourself necessarily to the edge of the window, more than you just found yourself there. And as it flared, there was an ever so deep, faint
Make sure you get the right one if you do that.
yearning. A pull.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that means that the moon was just going through something tonight and maybe it affected you, or the other way around?
No, there's no way I would.
No.
No.
No. Are you all right?
Yeah. It didn't feel, I mean, it was terrifying, but there was something different about it.
Different good or different bad?
I don't know.
Well, how about this? Next time you sleep, not in a creepy way, I'll watch you and maybe be ready to look in.
How would you know? I was having a nightmare right in front of you when you were awake. How would
But
you
your
know?
eyes sometimes like go all loony when you're.
Oh, do they?
Well, everyone's does. I've looked at all these folks while they've been sleeping, not in a creepy way, and
You keep saying that.
I don't think that my ocular receptors do that, but y'all's do. Not every night too, but Chetney.
I look over at Lagna, and with her eyes.
that always happens. She's like that all the time. In fact,
wide open.
Yeah, everybody has their own sort of sleep tell.
Yeah.
Chetney's. Sometimes his legs start.
Does he wake up and run into the wall?
His legs start slumping.
He's chasing toy makers
Yeah.
on the street.
Ashton, sometimes his brain glass starts to shine.
Oh, yeah.
Fern, sometimes every once in a while when she's asleep, like a little, like she'll start to, like some fur will grow, like she's turning into an animal, then just comes right back. Like
what?
Just like you have to really focus on it. Just when she's hot, like some hair will just.
Fern's always hot.
Orem. I don't even want to say it. He toots.
Oh.
He toots.
He toots when he's drinking.
Well, I guess I won't have that.
It's like surprise. Twice now. Twice.
That gas and stench.
And then your eyes start darting back and forth.
Mine seems relatively normal.
Yours
compared to
is the
everyone else.
best one.
Yeah.
I haven't found out what Dusk's is yet, though.
We'll have to watch her.
Not in a creepy way.
Yeah. We both just, can I just stare at her for a minute? Oh, maybe she's
She's a
talking.
talker.
She's a talker.
Monkey.
Did she say monkey?
That sounds like some tea.
Yes, I'd like some tea.
Two lumps of
Oh,
sugar.
she just has
tea with
boring
tea.
things.
Tea dreams.
Tea and monkeys.
Oh, those scones are so fresh.
All right, yeah, that's boring stuff right there.
I want to tell Lagna.
But you can't because she's asleep.
Well, she's asleep.
But also because she talked to me about, she confided in me that y'all are maybe having a little bit of a tiff.
Mm-hmm. Did she?
She did. But she was very worried about it.
I mean, she gave me a pencil. I figured.
And a
tot holder.
A pot holder, yeah. A tot holder.
You just say it like that.
She's trying. She might not know how, but I suggested to her that you and she might want to just sit down together when things have calmed down a little bit and sort of be honest with each other and say what's on your mind. That's the best way to get through these things.
Yeah.
And I could facilitate that?
Maybe.
Just
maybe.
as a...
Maybe. We'll see.
As
Yeah.
a third party,
I know
independent third
it makes
party.
you feel really good.
It does. It's the thing that I do, so
Yeah.
if I don't do it, I don't really have anything to do, you know?
Alright, yeah,
so
then maybe I'll let you go.
she's really broken up about it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
I'll try to get some sleep.
I think I'm awake now.
Sorry.
I'm gonna make some tea with 2 lumps. 2 lumps.
All right, you finish your watch, which completes with you alongside you, Orem, since you said you want a final watch.
Yeah, I'll just take it on my own. And I will spend the whole time just watching the group and watching for trouble and watching Fern's hair sort of grow slowly outward and then shrink. And then when I think we're like 20, when I can tell the sun's coming up and it's going to be time to, that never stops. That's happening all while. No, I'm awake. It stops.
Yeah.
It's the one with the air shark.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's where do you think the gust comes from?
Involuntary cantrip, yeah.
That's how they power those air brooms. And the whole time I am watching Fern, and when I think we're close to waking, I scoot over quietly to the spot where earlier I was like sleeping in the nook of her knee. And I very carefully and gingerly go in to take Captain Xandis' spyglass off of her that I clocked because I have a passive perception of 26.
Yes, you do.
And I just want to gently take it
Passive
away
perception of
and roll it up
20
in my pack.
Okay, I need you to go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check for me.
Any extra juice here since she's asleep and I'm awake?
Because she is asleep, I will give you advantage against your passive perception, is what it would be.
Don't fall asleep.
Perception. That is a 19.
Yeah, it beats it.
Okay.
My passive is 17.
You begin to remove it from within the tangled bits of slightly oily fur in which it had previously been tucked away.
I sleep in it.
There's a brief moment where Fern suddenly...
It's essential oils.
There you go. Breathes deeply and begins to shift, and you think it's over. But you remove it, and it is yours.
Palms are sweaty. Don't like doing stuff like that. I put it away, and then
I'm in the corner.
Are you awake? 2 hours later?
I keep going.
And I wake up Fern by tucking my toes under her tuchus, and then I just start doing crunches. And that's how I wake up the group.
All right.
Don't move. 5 more minutes.
Okay.
5-minute warning.
You all slowly come to just past the crack of dawn. Gathering your things. The morning is yours. What would you like to do?
Worst day ever.
Worst day?
What? Because I'm still sleepy.
Oh.
Why worst day?
I don't know. Some people wake up cheery, some don't.
Oh, all right.
I feel pretty sure we can top this.
Orm's doing one-handed push-ups now.
Sometimes it depends on which side of the bed I get off on. That's how my day goes.
Get off on a particular side of the bed?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes the right side puts me in a worse mood.
Maybe you were sleeping
shame.
on the ground.
Let me write this
Oh,
down.
that's right.
You think getting off on the right side would do it?
Or caught. Maybe.
Right.
It doesn't apply in this situation actually because there's no bed.
Sometimes if you lean too far over on the cot, though, it does like tip up on
does
you.
a little tippy
And then
thing.
that is really unfortunate.
It's yes.
Now I'm doing burpees.
You're making the rest of us feel bad.
This is all I got. I have no powers.
The morning is not based on a grade curve. For fuck's sake, I need something to eat. Oh.
All right. What are we doing? Planning time.
Oh,
Well,
again?
you know, wait a second.
Yeah, no,
wait.
I'm with you on that.
Incredible! All right, we have our letter.
We've got the letter, but you know, I was thinking about it. Because, remember, the captain was like, oh, it'll take me like 24 hours once you catch the guy and get the boat back over. So if we catch Treshy, we should probably have someplace to stash him.
That's not a public tavern or inn.
Right. So I think, you know, before we execute this flawless plan, which I think would work, we find some allies.
Joe.
Joe?
Who's Joe?
You've got people,
I have people.
right? So you've got people. Do you?
No, they're further from here.
I know someone. I know someone here. Yeah. Yeah.
Would any of these friends be able to put us up, hide us away if need be?
Well, I mean, I don't think Ashton knows where their friends are. So I know where mine is.
I was gonna say I got some thoughts on where they might be, but like I may have somebody in the All Mines Burn.
Also, I feel like pretty much anything's available here for a price.
Right?
That's the trouble, though. If it's available for a price, it can also be resold underneath you.
That's true. Let's go with
something invested.
Well, let's go with something that we know for sure, and then build off of that. So if you know some folks, let's start there.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. I'm totally happy to go there, but y'all don't have to come with me. We can divide and conquer here. We might need to keep eyes on Treshy's location. We also might want to shake the tree for Ashton's folk.
And then you all have your parents coming to town.
Yeah.
Because, once we do this Treshy thing, we kind of like hit the button on the clock, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't mind.
We got a couple of days.
We got a couple
right?
A couple days.
Before they're here, but we should definitely keep an eye on that fortress to make sure that he doesn't come out.
Well, I can do that. I'll keep eyes on it.
I don't mind keeping you company as well, if, and I can maybe send messages.
Okay. How far can you do that again? I can't remember.
Not far.
But how far?
I can.
6 feet, 10 feet?
120 feet.
Oh.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, because there's 2 exits on the place. So.
But she might have magic. Do you have magic that could, send up a flare or something? Or I don't know what you do.
You'll figure it out. So you two keeping an eye on the place. You're going to find somebody you know.
Yep.
You're going to find people if they're here or not. Who else is left? Y'all are looking for parents. Imogen, it's just you and me.
Where? Who us again?
We take down Treshy.
Just us together.
Go in. Was that not what the plan was?
No, that's not what the plan was.
Sorry. Okay.
No, we're putting that on hold. We're getting ducks in a row first. So, like you said, we want a place to throw Treshy while we wait. Safe house. Maybe you and I will watch for patterns from Treshy. Does he leave? Does he go to the grocery store? Does he just stay inside?
Sure.
That'll inform what we do next.
All right.
And then you guys are looking into...
Well, I don't know if my people are necessarily good safe house options, but they'll at least be allies, people who can maybe help us make this happen.
You want to go after them? You take somebody and I'll take somebody to back us up?
We can divide and conquer, I guess. Yeah.
Sure. And of course, Imogen can always send a message to me since, we have like a bond and she can talk to me.
Oh.
If needed,
Sure.
Yeah, I could keep that connection up with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That sounds good. And then the parent...
Well, they're not coming for a couple days,
Couple
right?
days, right?
We can split off with some of the rest of the folks.
Yeah, we could come help anybody.
Who needs backup?
I need a backup.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
And
come with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Ashton probably needs.
I'll go with Ashton.
Okay.
I like that plan.
Yeah.
You can go with Ashton too, or wherever.
Unless you wanted to stay with Orem, or you can do whatever you want because you're a free woman.
You should come with us because we're going to establish some street cred. We'll be fucking fearsome by the time we come back.
Nobody
kidding. Will mess with us.
That's
Oh, do we
absolutely
have a gang? Oh, we do have a
Oh,
gang.
yeah. What does my hair look like?
Oh, it's pretty much back to normal now.
Oh,
It's almost there, but like it
Is it like
it
a cute
miraculous.
little like French girl bob right
Yeah,
now?
it's a little bit longer than that. It's mostly returned.
It's just like it's cute. Yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly back.
All right.
All
Got
right.
it.
So you
You
have
know
your
what we're doing. When do we meet back up again?
End of the day.
Sundown.
Back here.
Yeah, and the
Sundown?
day Imogen reaches out, rallies the group.
Okay.
I can definitely do that.
And Orem, if Treshy moves, how will we still haven't figured out how you're going to contact
Well, we're not
us.
going to make a move.
You're just tracking him.
We're just.
He's not going to leave the city.
He might not leave the building.
Okay.
But we're going to find out.
Okay.
Leaving the city would be ridiculous. I mean, this is kind of the place you go if you don't want to be found. Where else would you, and going anywhere would make you found.
Kill somebody before the day's done. I promise.
swear?
All right.
I wish we had like earrings or something that you could talk through. That'd be really fun.
Some sort of
seems kind of
communication
those in
device.
town?
I mean, we've got to. Oh, maybe the Imahara Joe. Maybe he has something that could help with that. Or like those stones that we.
As you descend to the base of the Raha Den, to the open caravanserai, where breakfast and other meals are, discovered and sold. As you're finishing up this conversation, a voice nearby goes,
Hey, Rawa, I told you.
and you kind of glance over, and you see there's this kind of like swaddled, like cloak-wrapped goblin figure with a kind of its hood like half pulled over its head with an eye patch on one eye and one eye that's just pointing directly at you with his finger out in your direction. And surrounding him, you see like, at a quick glance, 10 rough-looking figures in all forms of tough armor. Some of them were sitting, some with like coffee in their hands, all kind of turn back and go, stand up, kind of putting their hands on the edge of their weapons, various heavy, ragged-looking maces with twisted blades of metal. Other ones that have blades on the side, and they all kind of like stand up and start kind of beginning to mark a perimeter from where you're standing.
Wait, the goblin was pointing at all of us or one of us?
Make a perception check to see who was pointing at.
Right, because I'm real good
Come
at
on,
these.
11.
17?
17 was pointing what you can gather either to be you or Ashton. But it's just kind of like points in the general direction. And as the group begins to fan out a bit, as you kind of take in the space, a dwarven figure, a male dwarf steps forward, brown mohawk, long sideburns that kind of like dig past the chin and dangle at the bottom with rings attached to them, a big cigar in the middle of the mouth, and like, just kind of like, you could feel it kind of, as he shifts and chews it from one side to the other, it almost rubs against the scruff that's about a half an inch from the bottom of the lip. As he pulls up his hand to pull the cigar out, and below it you can see there's no thumbs. The thumbs have been cut from his hand.
Ooh.
And on the other hand, it's kind of resting on the edge of a large double-sided battle axe that's currently just slung to the left side. These kind of spiky-ass shoulder pads that sit there that if they were pushed any further inward, it would be dangerous for him to be looking left or right. And it steps forward. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi.
So, some of our sentries have said that they caught your bands moping about our seat yesterday.
What seat would that be?
Seat?
What are you talking about?
What's a seat?
You might mean the seat of disdain.
Right.
That one.
You see, we got keen-eyed folks,
And he kind of like nudges the cigar and over towards the direction of the goblin, kind of like skitters back a bit as the bit of ash gets knocked off the side before pulling it back to his lips.
and we survive by making sure that people that go poking around and looking all sort of untrustworthy.
Oh.
I was going to say suspicious.
Suspicious, that's a better word.
You know what it was?
Thank you. Shut up.
I saw, so yesterday, I think this is around your neighborhood. Sorry, I'm new here. There was this little creature. It looked kind of like a gopher, but it was super adorable.
Cat gopher.
Oh my gosh, it had
Big
it was like
hedgehog.
smiling at me, but it looked so defenseless, and it was like stuck at your gate, and so I was trying to help it.
This kind of scraggly looking Qatari with like patches of fur missing and like one kind of larger eye who's kind of listening to all this things. I saw that one!
Yeah, wasn't it so cute? And so
The dwarf goes,
So I realized as I was trying to help it that I was probably, looking kind of weird at somebody's gate, just helping this weird creature. So I stepped back. Is that what you're talking about?
make a deception check.
Come on.
So good. It's so good.
I'm scared of all my dice right now.
Oh, I know.
Come on. Hold on. Oh, well, 13. I rolled poorly, but it's 13.
13?
No, but really. What's your business? And give him the opportunity to tell us before we go ahead and beat it out of you.
I think this is only fair. Who are you again?
I'm Tanvir. Tanvir the Rake, the Paragon's Call.
Rake.
Tanvir?
Tanvir the Rake.
Tanvir the
And I
Rake.
have a reputation around these parts here by not letting people doing what you're doing get away with that sort of bullshit.
Wait, yeah, what do you do?
Other than Rake.
Yeah.
Are you a landscaper?
Like the bodies of your victims, and then you landscape.
Reaches back and flings the axe out of the side of the kind of sling that's hanging upside of the belt, and it sticks in the ground right at the base of your feet, Imogen.
I'll make sure that those that are poking around have a good reason. If they don't, they go missing and stop poking around.
Is this...
You don't have to do that or be that way, and I highly suggest you don't.
Or what?
Look, it's so early. We really don't want to fight this early in the morning.
I mean, we could.
We could, if you want.
Are you hiring? We should just prove ourselves. And I just throw the wood chisel at his feet, like.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
Come on,
No, it's not.
20.
I'm gonna.
He's aiming for the ground, right?
The ground to match the battle.
I'm gonna double down on that and give it a little unsettling presence as my eyes blacken over as a little intimidation situation.
Gotcha. As it in the ground, kind of looks at it.
I know. Looks can be deceiving, but I still got it.
Well, you say you're looking for work or something.
I wouldn't mind.
That's right, we already have an in.
That's true.
You've already proven yourself, sir.
Me? Well,
Right?
I don't work for these people. I haven't done any work for these people.
No, but you did fight.
You impressed Ratanish.
I did. Actually, that's true. I had forgotten that.
Just blows this big plume of smoke out with a chuckle.
Fuck.
Tanish.
Yeah. We're acquaintances, yeah.
Well, you just got back. Where the fuck did you meet Ratanish?
We just said we're new to town too.
Met him in the spires.
Andrew saw.
We had a very lovely talk.
Kind of looks back, and the rest of them kind of look at each other.
You see, we know all about the Paragon's Call and your little operation.
Walks over and grabs the axe and pulls it back out as he listens to you.
I tiptoe over. Pardon?
Orm steps up behind Imogen.
We know that you're trying to expand your presence outside of just Bassaras, and honestly, getting a nice little look at your place, I can see why maybe you would want something a little bit more lofty in your goals, because let's be honest, this place is a shithole.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 23.
Ooh. 23. Now, the unsettling presence is still kind of pushing into his brain a bit. And as you say this and kind of step forward, your eyes widening, he doesn't even realize that he steps onto his back foot, and his cigar is now kind of hanging out of the mouth a little bit. And his finger went to reach for it and just kind of stopped. Kind of.
Well, you're certainly a sort of, motley lot, aren't you?
We make an impression.
Ratanish.
Yeah, we had a little sparring match.
He told us to come and seek him out.
And one of them in the back, you can see this kind of rough-looking human dude. Has a large, looks like a claw mark across his face that at first glance looks like it's paint pushed across, but as he steps forward, you can see like the healed folds of skin. It is definitely a scar. The rest of his hair is pulled in this very, very, very tight ponytail where you can imagine over time it's just going to eventually pull all of his hair out. And he's wearing a thick leather coat that kind of drapes past his legs, almost like a duster that's tattered to the bottom. He goes,
I know, I heard about that fight. How's you?
Yeah.
Matches the description.
Sits back. Samir goes,
Okay.
I'll tell you what. You go ahead and talk to the Tenish. See if you're worth working with. If that doesn't happen, we find you tomorrow. And if you're not gone, then we beat the real reason out of you.
Yeah, tomorrow. Fuck, I had people to look up.
And you better hurry.
I guess we're all gonna go talk to him, huh?
We'll see you tomorrow then.
Tomorrow morning, then.
Have a really good day.
Yeah.
I mean it.
They all kind of
Have
gather.
a really good day.
They all turn and kind of
Super fucking good day.
kind of mad doggy on the way out, and the one like kind of Qatari's like, good day.
Each morning's a gift.
One by one, they all exit out of the main Raha Den area.
Well, that changes things,
That
doesn't it?
complicates everything. If word from them gets back to Treshy is
Yeah.
going to say, why is this group that was just in the place that I came from here now
Yeah.
automatically suspicious?
And we're the group that was fucking with his ring.
Yeah.
But still, you have to imagine that Treshy's not going to bolt or make a run for it. This is his headquarters. He's not going anywhere.
Ashton's connected to the ring fuckery.
No, not at all.
It might make him turtle up more, though. I mean,
Sure.
Ashton was connected to the Nightmare King, though, which is the whole reason Treshy had to leave town.
yeah, he's not going to know what it means. It's just going to put all his alarm
For sure. And
bells up.
he'll probably hole up even deeper in that fort.
Of course, we'll be getting into that fort if we're
We just
talking
go
to-
then.
I think this doesn't really change the plan. It just means that,
It steps it up.
yeah, we got to do a lot of stuff today.
I really thought that Poco thing was gonna work.
I did too. I really
It
did.
was a brilliant idea.
We tried. We tried the cute route.
Okay, so we meet back end of the day unless Imogen says sooner?
Yeah, still need a safe house. We'll keep an eye on the place. Gonna need allies, but
It just expedites everything.
yeah.
Dusk and I are going to kill somebody.
What's the most promising place to find a safe house?
I can ask my contact if she would house us. I don't really know her housing situation, but
Situation.
but I know that. I mean, I know her, and maybe it's a maybe.
I got a couple maybes in an order of preference.
What?
I gotta say, yesterday I was pretty against storming the place and all for trailing him out, but I'm really worried that the gopher's gonna stay in the hole now, and we might not have a choice. I'm just throwing that out there now.
It's a poop reference. Constipation.
Look, it's just at night that I toot, man.
Yeah,
You
no,
don't
we
have
all
to
know. We all know.
hang on it.
Yeah, it's fine.
All I eat is protein.
Fiber. More fiber. All right, should we break?
Break.
Right.
Oh boy.
All right.
Oh, and Imogen,
Yeah.
if you send a message, if send it to me, because I might be able to do something similar to you to others of the group, so we could like double up.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Wait, before we go our separate ways, everybody hands in. The thing that we say on three. Ready?
okay.
One, two, three. Okay, we'll figure it out.
Very well. So, as you scatter in your groups, which group wants to go first?
I don't even know what group I'm in.
To be honest, I don't know who's which group either.
We made it the All Minds Burn.
Yeah, I thought
You
you
could go
were
with
with the three of
You
us.
could go with
Ashton.
Ashton.
Yeah.
You could go with us.
Yeah, you can pick.
Where you go? Do you have somebody? Who are you
Stakeout
going
crew.
with?
Duskfern and me are going to talk to my folk.
I'm going with
Okay.
Ashton.
Yeah.
Who's talking to Joe?
Joe's
Nobody's
not for
saying
2
not
days.
for a couple days.
Okay, so we're just not gonna go find Joe. Okay, cool. Then I will go
Loudness with Orem.
Ashton.
Okay. Right?
Yep.
Okay. So, going with Ashton's group, we have with that Ashton, we have Chetney.
Yeah.
We have Imogen, and is that the group?
That's the group.
That's the group.
Okay. What are you doing? Where are you going?
I'm heading to the palace of the All Minds Burn.
Of the what?
All
minds burn.
I grab Ashton before we all leave.
We just did the hands thing.
You just as we're parting. Don't let anything happen to her, or I will fucking kill you. I will kill you first. Okay.
Kill him first. I mean, come on, fuck. If something goes wrong, it's going to be because of a little fucker.
You're surprisingly the most level-headed here. So I'm looking at you to be responsible. And if she gets hurt, I will fucking slit your throat. Pate will come to life, and you will eat your eyeballs out of their fucking sockets.
I feel bad about making the outfit now.
What's happening? Why
Nothing.
We're
We were just
fine.
having
Nothing's going on.
a quick little
Good luck, you.
motivational
Good luck.
speech.
Good luck on whatever you're doing.
That's really working. Marisha,
No, I would have been a duck or something.
You'd think.
as we're walking away, in Laudna's head, she hears, I had a dream last night. It was fucked up. It was fucked up. What? I'll tell you about later.
Good to leave off. That's good, yeah.
Last words you'll ever
It's that text message that's hanging on 3 dots for 2 days now.
There were 3 dots. I saw 3 dots, and then there stopped being 3 dots.
It's probably just a really long
Ashton, just a question for you as we get started. If people see you being you, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, it's kind of as we're heading over, it's kind of a middly thing. I don't know who remembers. It's been a long time since I've been here.
Okay, so if you see a face that makes you go, oh shit, what's the word that means that we need to, like, be subversive?
Oh shit, I think would probably cover
Let's
it.
get creative, though. Something that sticks out singularly. What's, like, the food you hate the most?
Sweet fucking mutton chop.
That'll work. Sweet fucking mutton. We'll do
gross.
it. Okay.
Fucking mutton, what?
If he says that, we got to get real squirrely on the quick, because old shit has spotted him.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet mutton?
I don't know. I'm just gonna scream loudly and attack something.
This is how we set up for success.
All right, you could all, okay.
Where we're going to, you might want to keep your brain stuff a little pulled back. These people are a little squirrely in the head.
I have been keeping my brain shit pulled back for quite a while now. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I'm not talking in your heads as much because I keep getting shit about how weird it is.
I don't give a fuck about it. I actually
Yes,
think
you
it's
do.
pretty
You
cool.
gave me shit about it.
I give everybody shit about everything.
That's fair.
She gestures with her imaginary glasses.
These people are a little weird.
The Palace of the All Minds Burn?
All Minds Burn.
Got it.
So, in trekking, following the path that Ashton sets forward, you head through the now continuously warming early middle of the day at Bassaris. Wrapped as you are, the temperature this day is relatively sweltering. A dry heat, thankfully, and it looks like there is some cloud cover possibly on the horizon. Either if it'll pass overhead or pass a little far north and not hit you, it's uncertain, but you immediately look forward to the hours from now that there is a chance of a little bit of midday shade as you begin to immediately feel the sweat begin to drip within your armor and clothing. But heading towards the center of the city, past the numerous buildings that are clustered clay brick constructions and ancient, outfitted, long abandoned temples that have been retrofitted into modern day gathering spaces and kind of drinking holes for whoever else might be passing by, you eventually come upon the Palace of the All Minds Burn, which you can see is not a grandiose palace. The term palace is used. It's used in a way that is technically correct. You can see the large arches and the kind of green glass-like dome that sits in the front presentational appearance of the palace before you. A number of towers that seem to crawl up from different spires and walls that partially surround it, though, crumbled on the right side. You can see there's some wear and tear and kind of a lack of general care over time that has been afforded this central building. But it does seem unique against the surrounding cluster of the neighborhood. Approaching closer, the numerous windows and openings, there is like a dark, almost like a silt gathered at the edges of the glass. All the color on the edges, it looks like it's mildewed, but it's not. When you get closer, there's just a shade that seems to creep into every corner and crevasse of this structure. And as you head to the front archway that opens, it's an open door entrance. There's no blockade or a heavy door that prevents your entry. It's just an open archway and a dark shaded interior awaiting you. As you begin to approach, you see 2 figures step out, themselves wrapped in kind of a light linen scarf of a a faint brownish coloration, like a pattern with yellows and reds throughout. And as they both move past, they don't even acknowledge you. They just kind of stare straight ahead and drift beyond.
Yep. Okay.
What's up with these guys?
Everyone's kind of doing their own thing on a very fundamental level here. Everyone's a little out of it. Somewhere else.
All right. What the fuck?
Sorry. It's our products. They're very good.
I'm gonna head my way up into what would be the main hall to see if I can find somebody who is conscious enough to answer some questions.
So as you follow Ashen within the darkened interior, the dry, dusty smells of the city immediately give into a sweeter scent. Musty, but sweet. Like long-used tea bags that have been left to ferment. It's both pleasant and unpleasant simultaneously, and it is stronger the further in you step. Within this main entryway, you can see there are all manner of cables and ropes that are pulled across the interior dome. The glass above, now looking inside, only bits of sunlight come through, giving a greenish hue to where it strikes the distant walls, and a number of curtains and heavy bits of dark material have been strewn across to block the majority of what would normally have been a very bright interior chamber. Within this room, steps rise up onto multiple platforms, and where you can see tables and chairs that are scattered between pillars, load-bearing pillars that hold this central domed entryway high. A quick sweeping glance, about a dozen or so figures in various states of conversation, unconsciousness on kind of scattered beds or cots, and all the figures at once all seem to shift in your direction.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Can I give a to this room? I mean, the sweet smell is one thing, but anything that seems a little out of place?
Sure, make a perception check with advantage because of your woven scent.
Fuck yeah, 18.
18. Really taking it in, there's a number of smells here that are colliding. Once you push past that initial, like, odd, sweet mustiness, there are a number of burned tobaccos, almost like a hint of opium at times, and a strong underlying layer of mold. Like just an old, ancient, prevalent, like tomb rot mold.
It's not like the earthy smells that were around the lady that turned in back in the place, right?
Right. No, a uniquely different scent. Okay. And it's faint, but it's definitely there, and it kind of, as you get close, you smell it and kind of go towards one of the nearby pillars and just kind of like rub it a bit with your finger and smell it. And it's present, almost like a sedimentary layer of this particular mold-like scent, or at least the source of it, is everywhere.
And that's what's on the windows?
May very well be.
So they've got like a greenish, is it like a greenish tint or like black?
It is a blackish brown tint to the kind of like shaded edges of where the light begins to fade. The light interior that's coming through is green tinted by the glass the dome is made from, and the sunlight that's coming through, though most of it is,
like
enclosed.
Yeah. Okay. And how many people would you say are there in this room with us?
Well, you can see about a dozen.
Okay.
They all kind of like slowly, one by one, as they notice you enter, a few of them keep watching, but they kind of go back amongst their drinking or conversation card game on the edge there. One figure kind of stands up and begins to approach.
How well do you know these people, Ashton?
Oh, I mean, on and off. Back when I lived here, all right, a little bit. I mean, this organization's pretty well known.
Were you part of this group? Or?
No. These people are fucking crazy.
Oh, shit.
The figure that's stepping down from the stair-stepped dais that was on the risen central platform of the interior chamber of this smaller palace, as they step through one of the beams of green light, you can see an orcish visage that steps through. their skin kind of a sandy coloration, almost like a light orangish yellow. And you can see a scraggly bit of facial hair that's just either patchy or falling out, who knows. But as they approach, you can see their hood is pulled back, and it's kind of like a bundle of dark red cloak that is kind of thrown over the shoulder, and beneath that is not expensive-looking clothing, but definitely not a commoner's outfit. A medium income piece of attire. They step down and approach. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for Justy Pross. If she's still around. I'm an old friend.
Maybe.
She happens to be around. Can you tell her Ashton Graymore?
She's here. Hold on.
Okay.
She's coming.
How did you know that?
And turns around and begins stepping back up the stairs.
They tend to... They're all functioning on a very different level.
You hear a creaking sound from up in the risen rafters of this central chamber. One of the bowing pieces of thick material that's used to block out the sunlight hangs and shifts slightly, moved, disturbed. And you hear as a shadow begins to unfurl from above. As it does, you hear this faint, kind of a gentle screech. And with that, you watch what looks like wings unfurl and rapidly before descending onto the ground, not but 5 feet from where you stand. You see, through the green light, your eyes adapting the changes in hues based on the internal odd green coloration that imprints upon everything, a deep red color to the feathers, almost like a cardinal of some kind. As the figure stands up, you see before you a red icefura, a long pointed beak to the front, their eyes kind of a pale sky blue coloration, wearing a simple dark brown tunic with a light gray cloak that kind of comes to a point, the mid-back, simple pantaloons that kind of stop at the knee where you can see the claw-like feet themselves kind of grabbing onto the bits of tattered carpet that they landed upon before it looks up and head to the side.
Ashton. Look at you messy fucking bitch. How have you been?
Comes forward, wings out, and just kind of like gives a big embrace.
Amazing.
Pulls back. Why are you here?
Well, that's a little complicated. I was actually hoping for a little bit of help for old time's sake. Maybe something that could benefit you as well.
Maybe.
These are my friends, by the way. I'm so sorry. Chetney and Imogen.
Hi, friends.
Hello, Chetney Poc-O-Pea. Glad to make your acquaintance.
Welcome, friends of Ashton.
How big is this room?
This internal chamber, now that you kind of really get a vibe of it, it's probably a good 150 feet across and a good 70, 80 feet to its apex of the dome itself. It's a big internal chamber, and there are other rooms and splinters off into this small palace. It is a palace, though it is on the, tinier scale.
How many people are around us right now? Like within 30 feet, thereabouts.
Within 30 feet?
Of us.
3 outside of you guys, so 5 total aside from you.
Okay.
We seem to have gotten ourselves in a little bit of a sticky situation with the Paragon's call.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Problems.
Yes. And we were thinking that our problems could maybe they could use a little help, and maybe we could figure out a way for them to benefit you. Maybe. I mean, I owe you.
Yes.
It was some good times.
Indeed.
How have you been doing in here?
Good. We're all doing well. Your friends are interesting.
That is an understatement.
So.
You're quite interesting yourself.
Thank you. What can I do to help with this problem? How are they looking to kill you? Are they looking to kill you?
Well, they're looking to kill us, but not quite yet. They don't know they're looking to kill us yet.
Ah, pre-kill. Very good.
Pre-kill.
We were trying to get somebody who's currently under their care out, smuggled out of the city. Somebody who, let's say, turned on one of our employers, and they spotted us. And now we've had to bullshit our way into them thinking that we're there to talk to them tomorrow. But really, we just need to get the fuck out of here and get our guy, get out of town.
If you are in their sights already, it's difficult.
Yes.
Why are you talking? They did not take you already.
Got very lucky. We convinced them that we were legitimately here to see them.
What for?
A job to audition for work. They're trying to expand into the spires, and I'm sure you know that.
I'm looking. Can I
Yeah,
look
get up
up
in
where?
there. Get in that shit.
I want to.
I
Can
wanna
I
see
look
what the
up
fuck
where they're
happens.
looking? Does it look like there's anything up there? What they're looking at?
Make a perception check.
Figure out what is happening.
My perception is balls, and I rolled a 7.
This place is so
In that case, fuck it.
Glasses are off. Elegantly.
War Imogen is back.
I'm gonna.
Where'd Laura go?
That's super Imogen. Is that?
Yes, Laura.
I'm gonna. Just can I back up at all to where I'm around less less people?
And this is a large chamber. I'd say you could take a few steps and maneuver in a way that would put only Justy and Ashton in your periphery.
Okay, then I will do that. I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna drop my wall and I'm gonna try to fucking hear.
Oh boy.
Shit.
Okay. As you begin to focus, you're
Okay, I'm good.
You good? Okay. As you focus and push into the mind of this odd ice furrow, as it kind of stares up and almost freezes from him before returning its attention back to Ashton, there's like a fuzz, almost like there are thoughts, but they're underwater. Do you want to push deeper? You're not hearing anything.
Ooh, that was really good.
Kinda, yeah.
Thank you very much. Didn't mean to steal the show for a minute.
As it's looking back towards you. Well, perhaps that could work too. How we could help? How could we help?
We would love to have a
I'm
place
gonna push in when I see the eyes like dart up and start looking. That's when I'm gonna try to push.
What's the DC for you?
Oh, for detect thoughts?
Yes.
Oh, geez. 15. Yeah, I think 15.
15, okay. They do fail to save.
Oh boy.
As you push past that weird underwater sound, becomes a loud buzzing, a static, an ever-present, all-consuming static. You suddenly aren't delving into her mind, you're delving into the mind of everybody in this room. Everything in this chamber and beyond the walls, like they're all one mind as opposed to individual bodies. But it's not their mind. It's a collective, but it's not. It's like a hive mind, and it's buzzing, and it's loud, and it's hurting, and it's hurting, and it's from below. It's from below, and it hurts, and it's everywhere. And you have to pull away. You have to pull away. You have to pull away. You have to pull away.
I pull away.
Okay, you pull away and kind of pull back, and you touch, and your nose is bleeding.
Oh shit!
And as you kind of notice, you glance over, and Justy is looking right at you.
It's
this dry weather.
We were hoping for a place to stash our guy for 24 hours if we managed to get them out, and then a little help getting out of the city the next day.
We could provide, yes. Yes,
and
we could.
If you have anything else that you could help us, I don't know, we're looking for ways of distracting the Perion's call, any weaknesses in their throne, any way to get inside undetected. I don't know.
The best way to get inside is as one of them, perhaps. You said you're looking for work. Told them they expect work. Maybe challenge them. Maybe show what you're worth. Maybe take them to the run. We could help there. We could set the run in your favor.
What's the run?
Does Pocket end up at the run?
Oh, yes. Haven't seen Pocket in some time. I think. They start for a second. Yes, Pocket's at the run.
Pockets at the run.
Pocket, run. Run's not a bad idea. Run's a great idea. Shit.
If so, let us know. We can set traps. We can set it in your favor in places. Even the odds. No one plays the run fairly, you know.
I missed you, Justy. I will owe you one. Don't think I don't know what that means.
Of course. Reaches a big feathered hand into the side of a little pouch and kind of pulls like a small box and like full snuff box. Takes a hit. Exactly. Let us know. We'll help.
Well.
We'll keep safe. We'll
You
keep
know,
quiet.
be careful. These people will kill you one day.
Takes up and like clutches the edge of one of the hanging pieces of material before darting off and flies back up to a small perch, lands and tucks the wings back in.
You just traded for another favor? You didn't give any money or...
We're old friends. God, yeah, I gotta admit, this city sucks, but man, I miss some of these people. Fuck.
What? Aren't you afraid that they're gonna sell us out?
No, Justy, no. And also the All Minds Burn to the Paragon, now they fucking hate each other.
They do?
Oh yeah, they fucking, nobody gets along in this goddamn city. Anything the Paragon takes is just something that the All Minds Burn doesn't get.
Oh.
It's a constant territory war. No one actually wants to make a deal with anybody.
How long have the All Minds Burn been around?
God, for as long as I can remember. Oh no, you went in, didn't you?
I don't know.
This is a little more. That's yeah. You got red. I'll
Use my scarf.
What was that even like in there?
Fucking awful.
It.
And there's. Let's get out of this.
Okay, I'll explain later. Apparently. Okay.
You'll explain. Oh, okay.
I'll eventually head back out into the oddly welcoming, sweltering heat by comparison as you exit the shaded interior of the palace and are back now amongst the city streets of Bastarus.
Anyone tailing us as we leave?
Make a perception check.
Yeah.
Even in the sky. I look up to the sky.
Make a perception check.
You better fuck. God, that's a fuck. That's a one.
I finally roll a good one. 19.
19, nice. 13. Don't seem to see anybody following you, though there is somebody just standing at the edge of the archway, just kind of watching you leave, and then they turn around and go back in.
Man.
They take a lot of interesting chemicals. Sometimes they have a
they're
weird.
Not, no, you can't. They don't have their own thoughts. It's not like, it's like one, but y'all, it was.
Well, there are layers to it. As far as I understand, I don't know. I've never actually been in it myself, but they make some crazy shit.
I hear a cacophony of voices all the time. I grew up with it, and that was so different. It's all together, and there's something big under the ground.
That's you actually sound like some of them when they like dry out a little bit. That's interesting. You didn't even have to hit that shit.
Wait a minute, so they're all like under the effects of something in that place? That's why
it's fucking kites, yeah.
But do they ingest something, or is it just from being in there?
No, that was probably the shit that.
Yeah, and they make a ton of weird shit for that. But like, that's kind of a bad idea. I mean, clearly it's a bad idea, but some people
What's
are into
the
that.
run?
Oh boy.
Great.
We're gonna have to find ourselves a car.
Is it a race?
It is more than a race. It is a race where the stakes are high, death is possible. You're beating everybody. It's not just about the car that wins, it's the car that survives. It's intense. It's awesome. Oh, I've always wanted to do this shit.
Are we gonna race?
Fuck, I hope so. It's a great plan.
We gotta go to Joe's. I keep talking about Joe's like it's an amazing place, but I feel like that's where we're gonna get stuff.
We're at least gonna eat there.
Okay.
You gotta eat it, Joe.
DM, how long did it take us to get over here to the Palace of the All Minds Burn from where we were?
Oh, not that far, because it's kind of central to the city, and you guys are just a little further north in the Samagunda Strip. So I'd say about 15-minute walk.
So, like, in a worst-case scenario, if we ran back in there, do you think they'd hide us or, like,
Yeah, we
pretend
didn't
they
really
didn't
find
know
that
where we
out.
were?
Well, I think in a worst-case scenario, we could, if we lost our tail, if we got in there, we wouldn't be found and they wouldn't rat us out. And honestly, I don't even know if they would go in there. That's dangerous.
What kind of favors do you owe if you're not giving them money?
Oh.
Is your body?
I mean, technically,
Good body.
I get paid to do shit. I break into people's houses, steal some shit, and, occasionally do a little mild enforcement, whatever. Smuggle. Who doesn't like smuggling? Love smuggling. It's basically a vacation someone else pays for.
Everybody came in for illegal activities.
Okay. So we got to get a car. We're going in the run.
We got let's go find a car.
So tomorrow morning we go in there. We'll see how it goes, and if it goes poorly, we'll just demand to settle things the old-fashioned way. And if we settle things the old-fashioned way, we'll already have some friends to help cheat as much as we possibly can.
Oh, here, so like instead of trial by combat, you can be like trial by run?
Yeah.
Awesome.
More or less.
To clarify what they were saying, just so you know.
Yeah, sorry. I was going off on that.
No, that's good. That's good.
So I take your lore and run.
No, to clarify, they mentioned it wasn't so much that you had to come back tomorrow, but if you didn't check in with them, they would come back tomorrow to beat it out of you. No, they were like, cool, we'll give you a day to do what you're saying you're doing, and if you don't, we'll find you.
Well, we got one person, and then it also apparently I've got an old friend who is currently working at the run, Pocket, who's he's probably fine.
Pocket's a good name.
It is a good name.
Are you
The
closer
name's
with-
better than the guy, but that's okay.
Are you closer with Justy or Pocket?
Oh, Justy. Pocket's I mean, I haven't seen Pocket in years, but when I left, he was a mess, and he's probably still a mess.
This feels like it'll fucking fail at any
Yeah, I
moment,
love
which
it.
means it's doomed to succeed.
Yeah.
And if worse comes to worse, there's always the orphanage, and I could hit that up and see what the fuck happens.
What do you mean? Like, you're the orphanage, you were here?
The Graymore Orphanage.
Graymore Orphanage? Wait a minute. Your last name Graymore because you came from there, or like your family owns the
my family's owned. I couldn't even get through it. Shit.
Oh, all right.
No. Any ward of the state who goes through the Graymore Home for the Untethered Children, I kid you and fucking not, they give you Graymore as a last name. It's supposed to create a sense of community, I think is what they would say. So, Graymore kid's a Graymore kid.
Got it.
Place is kind of a shithole, but you never know.
Might be a good place to hide.
Could be.
Do you know anyone at the orphanage still?
God, I hope not.
Yeah.
Anybody I was in there with is either probably long gone, and God, most of the staff is probably long gone. It's not like I really gave a fuck about them either. I was not exactly pleasant.
What are you talking about, Ashton?
Oh, I know. I'm charm personified. Yeah.
But I thought that went really well. We've got at least a fallback spot. If the orphanage isn't anything we need to check out, I mean, we're fucking killing it.
That's a last. If everything goes, to shit, then maybe the orphanage. But we'll let the others know. But in the meantime, Justy's. I mean, it's been a while. She's pretty on the level.
I don't think that's urgent enough for me to send a message to everybody else just yet.
Nah.
I say we go and we look for a car in the meantime while everybody else is scouting, and then we meet back. We meet back up like we're supposed to.
I'm fucking really into that. That's a great idea.
Okay. In the interim, what other group have you gathered?
Me and Dust confirmed we're going to go to Finders Takers at some point.
Okay.
Losers make
On the East Drags.
Indeed. So the three of you go ahead and tread on over to the East Dregs. Now, this is one of the more rough and tumble parts of town. It is a combination, tightly woven cavalcade of hovels and ramshackle buildings and clusters of scrap materials that have either become so overused or rusted that they really don't serve a purpose to anyone except for decor or a dangerous nearby hand grab to defend yourself, and just where a lot of the folks like to disappear if need be within the town on an independent, individual basis. But you also come to the exterior here of Finders Takers, which is a small boutique scrap and black powder shop where all manner of raw materials and scrounged minerals and unstable materials can be found. As you approach the outside of it, you can see it's a somewhat simple building, but the roof, which kind of curves at the edges and then goes into almost like a bell shape, has a number of black singe marks across it and has seen all manner of fire damage that has either not been fixed because they couldn't or because they didn't want to. But this is a familiar sight that brings you a bit of calm upon approaching.
You know this place?
I do. I've been here before. They've fixed me up, and we've bought scrap here before, and yeah, I'm a little nervous, and might just ask the both of you just for just some quick advice.
Okay.
If you had to deliver sort of bad news, do you just come right out with it, or do you lead with something else first, something good, and then go bad, or?
I like to do a shit sandwich, you know?
What's that mean? What's a shit sandwich?
Where you're like, hey, the weather's nice. I'm sorry, your child is dead. And then, like, hey, great shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
You give the compliment, you give the bad news, and then you give another compliment. And usually the brain just kind of is like, oh, and then it's
the element of
works.
surprise.
Yes.
All right.
What bad news are you? Well, I guess we'll find out. Is there anything we can do?
Just maybe just smile a lot at the pieces of bread in the shit sandwich, just to sort of make them look more appealing than the gooey center.
I can smile through the bad news as well. You know, maybe
sure. It might not be appropriate, but sure.
Okay.
We'll try.
I have a good feeling about this.
I do too. We talked last night, and I am in a whole new headspace of just living life balls to the wall.
What does that mean? That's great. That's fantastic. You're free?
No rules.
No rules?
No.
None.
As opposed to before?
I mean, now I'm just gonna do whatever I want to do. Let's go in.
That's the spirit.
All right,
let's go.
As you turn towards it, two figures step out. You see a younger, probably no older than 17 boy, dark tan skin, a pair of goggles over his eyes, and some kind of scruffy hide armor. Comes out with what looks to be like a long rifle, and is in the process of kind of holding it out before like tucking it under his arm and stepping away. A person behind them kind of keeping an eye out. Across, you see a hardy-looking elf, a bit heavy set, who currently kind of glowers at the three of you as it steps off and joins their companion. They both head off to the street, but the door, and it is like a saloon double door that kind of like comes to a close, but it doesn't close perfectly. It's a little off kilter, and it's kind of frustrating that it's not quite perfect. But on the inside, you can just see it looks shaded and a welcome comfort from the hot day you're currently standing in.
Yeah, let's go on in. Do I see Esmer anywhere in here?
Okay, as you kind of glance inside, the smell hits you, and it is a smell of heavy rust and iron, as well as fires, and not like a normal campfire, but like metal burning. Those of you who have been around forges or smithies, there's a specific smell to super hot metals that have been struck or broken down, filings that have been heated up in cauldrons and crucibles. There's a particular smell of unique burning that already informs you that somebody industrious has spent time in here. Now, the interior is not very well lit. There are a couple of lanterns that are hanging, oil lamps that are on hooks by the door. In the back, you can see between a number of small shelves. It isn't like a display shop of some kind. It isn't like this is a wide array of things to purchase. It's more like a supply cabinet that also can sell things based on request. But amongst the clustered bits on the sides, kind of to the back and to the left side of it, you can see a long table where a whole cluster of 6 lanterns are kind of like jammed together and are all affixed to a long pipe that is drilled and like bolted up into the ceiling. That's giving warm light from different perspectives onto a table below. And at the table there, you see a woman who's currently with thick pieces of leather stitching some sort of looks like either a vest or a piece of chest armor. You see a tall, slender, gorgeous woman with like jet black skin, white, almost bleached hair that's parted in the center that goes just past the chin. You see her wearing a sleeveless kind of like a dark kind of purple-red vest that kind of cuts off right mid-torso and just kind of a dirty white work shirt beneath it. As she sits there with these like a thick pair of goggles with multiple lenses, not too dissimilar to the ones you've seen Milo wear, but with a better refined build to them. And she's in the process of like pulling this heavy thread, this thick leather thread through the material she's working with.
Smiley day to you.
Yes?
Esmer, hi.
Pushes the thing aside.
Oh, hi there. I see business is booming, and remember me?
I do. I'm surprised to see you. Fresh cut grass, right?
Yeah.
Right,
It's been a while. But I'm back in town with a new group of friends, and
the weather's really nice.
The weather is really nice. Yeah, not a cloud in the sky to be seen.
There are clouds on the horizon, actually, but I appreciate that you maintain the same sunny disposition that you had for so long. What are you doing here? Did she send you here?
No. She didn't.
Oh,
she's
sits back into the chair and like puts her legs onto the table. You see she has these thick fucking leather boots with like a wide bottom, all manner like spikes off the front and like a big old like a steel toe in the front. Kind of sits back, grabs a bottle of already opened, looks to be some sort of a red type wine or brackish liqueur, and just like takes a big swig and sets it down. And go on.
She isn't coming back. She's not with me today.
Good.
That is good. That's good news, right?
That is good
Yes.
news.
There's just
You won't
good
be
news
seeing
all
her
around.
today. In fact, funny story. You won't be seeing Dancer anymore. She was brutally murdered.
Yeah. Why were you taking advice? Of course, it's Sam. Of course, it's not.
What?
Have a nice shirt.
So beautiful.
It really brings out the color of your eyes.
How? When?
A few months ago, we were doing a job, and they got her. They got everyone, really.
Just spits the wine all over your face. You're a filthy liar like she was.
Oh.
No, but seriously, what is this about? She sent you in here? I saw her like a month ago.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
What, she came in here wanting to connect old ties and was like, hey, I'm sorry about how things went. And, it's a rough time to go around the world and all kinds of bullshit up north and stuff. And, I was, should have sent her packing. It's not like history would have told me, she's kind of a really good manipulator, but that. Pulled those heartstrings, among other things. But, once things got a little too intimate, she bounced again. The fucking bitch. So if you see her, please tell her, don't come back. I'm gonna fucking cut that cunt.
Did you say, when did you see her? Did you say a month ago?
Yeah, about a month ago.
Huh.
Are you
That's a great shirt you're wearing.
I'm not wearing it. She came back here. You saw her, you talked to her.
Oh, I did more than talk to our little friend.
Wait, you mean... wait, so you're sure it was her?
I'm sure. Only one person does the thing. Yes.
Did she have others? Did she have the others with her? Was Axer here and Terwin and?
No, it was just her. What?
Any of the other bots?
No, I mean, it looks like you got one of the pieces right there, right? That pussy's old buzzsaw, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
What a phrase.
Are you?
Well, I
She didn't have any of her companions with her. She had a new arm. That was pretty crazy.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Or,
little metal arm.
Yeah, I
Kind of
won't
cool.
risk it, but I could potentially have stayed up on it. Stayed up and done one or the other.
Maybe she survived, and that's why she has a metal arm, because she.
But I saw everything.
What did you?
Look, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so intense. I just assumed you were, delivering a message or an apology that wasn't heartfelt at all.
Yeah, that's all this is. Yeah, just she wanted to say sorry, I guess. For running out on you, I guess.
So she did send you.
Well, what a lovely store. I don't.
Thanks.
I have a, what I was gonna ask. How did you know Dancer? You guys were a thing? You dated? Is that what I'm gathering here?
You could say that, yeah.
Okay.
We were entangled.
Oh. Okay. What is she here anywhere in town?
Did she know where she went?
I don't know. After the last time I saw her, I screamed at her loud enough. I assumed she went way away.
Did she say she was after something? Running from something?
She didn't tell me much about anything.
Did she buy anything? Fix anything?
She kind of came in, stayed for a few days, and then did what she does. Vanish.
Did she leave any hints to where she might possibly be going?
Hopefully far away from my shop.
Wow. Well, I came here for other reasons, but sorry, I'm just a little
crazy theory.
Shocked that she was here.
If Dancer is
didn't
traveling?
tell me. That's all.
She's smart. She's still in town. She's probably at the ends. That's where our other friends used to be.
Yeah, of course. I know the ends. Yeah, I'll probably just swing by there. She's probably waiting for me there.
All right. Well, if you see her, tell her she's an asshole. Yeah.
And that she should not come back to see you?
Yeah. Tell her that.
Okay.
Unless she's like, ready to apologize in person, maybe.
Say, unrelated to Dancer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here with a new group, and we've been sort of looking for some assistance for a job we're on. Didn't know if maybe you could help us out for price, of course.
If I can help, maybe.
We're doing a couple things.
What if
one, we might be going into a place that we shouldn't go, and so we might need some tools for that.
Maybe I'm
I have
thinking
tools.
too much, but
Tell me what you're looking for. I could probably sell you.
Well, wait. Before you react to Silly Jack,
Esmer sells all sorts of stuff,
that
but
the character of
especially
Victor from Kevin 1 died
boxes
in
and
the battle last time.
things that make
Picked up.
explosions, and
The wiki
I don't
does
know if
say
that
that,
interests
so
either of you.
I had no
Unstable
idea.
elements and types of things.
Oh, yeah.
What is
I had
that boy's hand over there?
I was as far as
Is
he's
that a pepper
back
box? The
then.
long.
No, that's a carbine.
Not that he's dead yet.
carbine.
There was no way he's
does
still
that
alive this long.
Goes boom.
I knew he wouldn't be. He was very old, but I knew it wouldn't
Can
be
you
old age
attach one
that
of those
killed
to
him.
him?
It's enough time, probably.
Well, I'm more of like a a healing type than a making holes in things type.
Well, maybe it's good to have just in case. I don't know.
Sure.
What else do you have that's kind of fun?
Well, I mean, we got all sorts of pistols and rifles and dynamite sticks and small explosives. We got satchels of black powder. We've got
something that could maybe blow a hole in a large wall.
Give me a little time, yeah?
All right.
It's dangerous to do that. It has to be prepared properly.
Of course.
So I need a little time to do it. What is it you're trying to do here? You're back in the old game again?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to get you in trouble and tell you too much.
Yeah, we probably can't. We should.
It's
we were
probably
hired
best not to know.
But
is this for Dancer?
No, it's not. She's not involved in any way. The other thing that we sort of needed help with, which I don't know if you can help us with, is we might have some cargo, some living cargo that we need to ferry out of town, and we might need that cargo to have a night to rest somewhere before we leave. Is there a place that you can think of that might house some folks who are on the run
I
and not
don't
ask
deal
too
in
many?
smuggling, especially of the living variety. That's not what I do.
All right.
Do you happen to know someone who does do that?
Are they a voluntary smuggle?
Well, for all you know.
Yes.
Hey. I mean,
Well,
honestly, probably somewhere in the skids. Easy to get lost in the skids. Hard to be followed. A lot of trash heaps. A lot of small winding alleyways.
Okay. Thank you so much for all of your help.
Yeah, how many days would you need to make a large sort of wall busting charge?
How big a wall?
How big you got?
How about a gate? How about just a big gate?
Stone situation that,
Talking like this thick, this thick, this thick.
You were in there.
probably like, like this thick.
Could put something together in like 6 to 8 hours, maybe.
6 to 8 hours.
It's pricey. It's a lot of black powder.
How much is it? For an old friend.
Make a persuasion check.
16.
150.
Okay, that's not. Well, okay. What if we also get? How much are the dynamite sticks? Sorry, I'm making an absolute mess of your space. Let's just put it all back.
Do it again.
Just continuously ruining it.
Chasing to the store.
Oh God.
That would actually be in the Dungeon Master's Guide, I think. I'll just say, I'll say, per stick, 5 gold.
Okay.
Can we take a couple of those?
To go right now?
Yeah, let's take a couple to go.
And let's put on order the large one if you can.
Half up front, 75 gold.
How much do you sell the pepper boxes for?
Well, you see, the ammunition is custom for those. I could sell you one for 300.
No. I think I'd like an explosion better.
I respect that.
So here's a fun fact. I don't have any money, so could y'all front?
I can do it. I can do it. Okay, so we will get the explosive, and how many sticks of dynamite do you have?
Well, based on recent purchase, I have 5.
We'll take them all.
Okay. 5 gold. That put us at 100 gold, including the half-down price for the explosive to be picked up either tonight or tomorrow morning, whatever you prefer. If anybody asks any questions at all, I have no idea who you are, And if any sort of funny business goes on, I find where you are, and I put one of these sticks of dynamite up your ass, and I'll
We won't have them because we took them all, but I understand. Just being specific.
It really is a nice shirt. And thank you for everything.
Okay. Why something so... I've always liked you. All the ones she made, you're something special.
Thank you. I hope you're right.
All right, well, I'll see you then. If you see her, just tell her, you know, fuck off and...
Sure. Eat shit and die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still waiting on that apology.
I will. All right, let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna linger.
Okay.
Of course you are. All right, Dusk, let's go outside.
I have a question for you, since you seem to be familiar in these types of things. Sometimes Fresh Cut seems like he's fritzing. Do you know what that could possibly be?
Yeah.
I mean, automatons are often, especially in this space, scavenged from multiple sources. Sometimes they get a little crossover. You know, imperfections.
Like a melding of memories or something?
Maybe. Or a melding of different technologies. Maybe the enchantments are incongruent between the schools, and it can cause a bit of a shakeup. I don't know. I don't deal with them often. That was more Dancer's purview, you know.
Okay. Do you know... Does he have, like... I don't even know what these words mean together, but... Does he have, like, a control panel?
I couldn't even begin to tell you. That is not my specialty.
Okay.
For that, you'd probably have to go to ask somebody at the end. That's where they do all the crawler work and automaton construction. Somebody there could probably help you.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Right. I'm sorry Dancer has been an asshole to you. But love, right? You know?
I'd be lying if I didn't say part of me I didn't like it.
I know, it's always those crazy ones.
It's really not healthy.
Yeah, well... Could be into worse vices, I guess. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Okay. Well, thank you for all of your help and your dynamite and for making us an explosive.
No problem. You didn't get that from here.
Where? I don't even know where I am. Bye.
Like a girl.
Are you? No, I'm not okay. That was what? She's alive? What does that even mean? She has a metal arm.
Okay, so maybe you guys got attacked and
She got away.
She got away?
Somehow.
Why wouldn't
got
she
away?
go try and look for you?
Yeah, or tell. Maybe she didn't know I made it.
She probably didn't know that
I
you
made
were
it.
alive, because I'm sure she would have grabbed you or something.
I saw her die. I thought it was all sort of haze. God, wish I could remember more. Maybe if we find someone who, or maybe when we go back to Milo, I don't know, maybe we can dig around in my memory or something.
Yeah. Just open you up or something.
Yeah. Anyway, we didn't get a place to stay, but we got a way in, maybe?
Yeah, okay.
Let's go find the others?
We can definitely use that for something. Yeah, let's go find the others.
Gathering your thoughts and that unique encounter, you go ahead and find the rest of your fortunes of the afternoon and or find the rest of your friends. And as we turn to the final group, we'll come back to them after we take a break. Because it's drama.
Oh my God!
What the fuck?
All right. We'll see you guys here shortly.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
For you. Okay. Okay then. Not sure what that is. I was trying them, but and for you, probably, but for me, it'll have to wait till morning. And well, just like so much information. And another dream where I think she saw the Root is born. Dancer alive. Dusk is a secret villain. And they don't know it. Not even the players actually know it. Well, I thank you for joining me. This is Frida Riamentra, half-elven YouTuber. I wish thee good fortune on the quest of life.